All right, how's it going, everyone? It is Mr. Rolldaddy here after a good 2 weeks off, and a 3 for the Iowa tie, which was not present last episode. And yeah, as you can see, it was clearly at the dry cleaner after that wild one I was at for a couple Hawkeyes. I am back up after a good 2-week break for a new episode of Mr. Rolldaddy's Hawkeye Football Analysts. Obviously, a very big game this week. Iowa is taking on Ohio State. What is a big matchup? Now, again, pregame, offense, defense, special teams, big role of the week. Again, all views in the video are completely my own. Let's get going. Okay, I had some great bacon after that win. I was in Minneapolis for that game, and yep, needless to say, the Costco bacon came in handy. When I got home, I went to a bar to watch the NFL games, and needless to say, I had some bacon there. Now, Hawks needed a good 2 weeks off before this game. We got to go and win this game. We did this game in 2017. It all can be done. Let's find a way to make it happen. And here's how I believe the Hawkeyes are going to make this happen. Starting out, as always, with the offense. We need a great ground game this week. This is absolutely necessary to control the clock. And it's also going to help keep Ohio State off the field. I mean, if you limit their chances, it will complement Iowa greatly. Because the less time Ohio State has, the less time they have to get the balls into their playmakers' hands. And speaking of which, Iowa's got to release the ball quick. It's absolutely necessary to avoid giving their dominant edge rusher, JT Tuimoloau. Like, he cannot be disrupting Cade McNamara back there. In order for Cade to not be disrupted by him, quick passes, screen passes, bubble screens, backwards passes, like anything in between. That's all going to help Iowa. And then Iowa's got to win in the red zone this week. I mean, touchdowns are a must. Field goals absolutely cannot be an option. I will talk about that one in detail a little more later on. Okay, now on to the defense. You cannot give Will Howard time to throw. More pressure on the quarterback, it's going to be absolutely necessary. Get consistent pressure on him. Because the kid's multi-talented. Don't let him get the opportunities. You also got to prevent Ohio State's explosive plays. They have two great running backs in Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins. I mean, those guys really know how to move. It doesn't matter who is back there in the backfield. Either one of them will want to destroy you on defense. And they have a lot more on offense too. Ohio State's offense, it's an offense where one play that's explosive can lead to another right away. That's how they work. Don't let them do it. Don't let the explosive plays happen. And then Iowa's got to win on third down on defense. I mean, whether if it's an easy or hard third down, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 25, whatever, just don't let them win on the easy downs or the hard ones. Oh my, easy or hard third downs. Oh my God. But I'm going to emphasize this word. Force. Yes, force Ohio State to punt. Because if you're forcing them to punt, it's really going to make them change a lot of things, and then it could get them off rhythm. Force Ohio State to punt the ball away. All right, special teams. Speaking of punting, field position, I mean, getting the punts down at the 1-yard line, getting those big return stops on the kickoffs, I mean, they're going to help get us those 2-point safeties and so much more for the defense. Iowa's just got to get it done. Now, Rolldaddy's big roll of the week. It is that time of the week. Again, it's a strategy, formation, trick play, or otherwise surprise tactic, which I would use if I was an Iowa coach to catch the opponent off guard and maybe give an advantage to the Hawkeyes. And again, each big roll can only be used once in a season. Again, I cannot use the same big roll of the week that I used for this opponent last year or a similar replacement opponent. Let me show you what I got. It is, after showing the previous ones, so far nothing's worked. No field goals. I mean, I was going to show aggressiveness here. And, you know, don't be kicking any field goals this week. Go for touchdowns. I mean, you're playing in a very difficult place to play. Points are just an absolute must. And, for Iowa, they just got to get the maximum out of their offense. That's absolutely necessary. I don't see field goals as being enough for this game. Get the touchdowns. When you're in the red zone, fourth down, no, do not bring in Drew Stevens. Don't bring in the kicking team. Keep the offense out there. Go for the touchdown. Don't be settling for the field goal. All right, thanks for watching. Let's win the game. Go Hawks! And always keep believing. Ohio State has lost at home before, and could happen again.